Hey guys, Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Welcome to the video. I am joined by SK, aka Legendary Pop. SK, welcome back to the channel, man. How you doing? How you liking that monk?
Doing pretty good, Ash. I think Monk is completely ridiculous. How are you doing?
I think he is too, man. Unbelievable. I'm doing great. You're the first person I saw this morning when I woke up tweeting out like a 12-win victory and calling it Monk Bow. And, you know, no
Yes.
surprise knowing you. Obviously, shout out to your content. I always feel like I give you shout outs to your YouTube and your Twitch and stuff at the end, but I'll give it at the beginning now. I'll have all SK's information, guys, in the show notes below, so make sure you support him. Great guest, great guy, knows the game very well. But I want to be like, obviously you're known to be an Expo beast, right? So obviously you're going to use him in Expo. But first, in a vacuum, talk to me about this champion. You said he's broken, he's super strong. What are your first kind of observations about this dude?
Yeah, so firstly, thanks a lot for the YouTube shout out, of course, it means a lot. But yeah, about the Monk, I think it's just a very versatile champion. And firstly, I think it's not as OP as I thought it would be, but I still think it's really OP because number one, its reflection reflects so many things in the game, so it can literally just be used to hard counter so many different cards, like Archer Queen, Musketeer, whatever, just you can literally just place it down, it'll counter them. But also spells, so it just has a wide range of applications. Also, it's very good as a defensive card. I didn't think it would be, but it knocks stuff back, so it's super good against stuff like Royal Giants and big tanks by knocking them back, helping you defend for longer. And also, its ability makes it take 80% less damage, so even if it's not reflecting, it can just be a really good stall for a few seconds.
Dude, absolutely. Do you see him fitting into almost any sort of deck? And we're seeing him right now just almost take out the flying machine in your 10-win replay. I know you really want to go over the 12-win and kind of talk about,
Yeah.
you know, break it down and stuff like that. So we're going to do that in just a moment here. But, you know, in archetype-wise, do you see him fitting in basically everything? Is there any archetype that you particularly see him as being, like, you know, a beast mode in, or any that you think he's just, like, kind of nah?
So I haven't thought about it too much, but I think it's definitely going to be really scary in heavy beatdown decks like Golem and Elixir Golem, because normally against those decks you want to get good spell value on defense, and just having that ability to deflect, like say they have an Elixir Golem push, you try and fireball it, they deflect it, you're kind of screwed. So I think those are going to be a really nice a set of archetypes that work well, but also stuff like Royal Giant I think is always a very versatile archetype, so it should work well in RG as well. And even Minor Cycle, like in GCs right now, it's only the first day of the Monk being released, but there's already a meta being formed of just Minor Poison Cycle with Monk and Phoenix.
And that is insane. And it goes to, a lot of people are saying Phoenix is super, super broken too. Have you played much of Phoenix?
Yeah, so I haven't played Phoenix yet myself,
Okay.
but I played against it, and I definitely think it's more broken than the Monk. Like, someone said the rarity should be reversed because of how broken Phoenix is.
Dude, that is insane. I think I saw Mohammed like tweet out this morning, I want to say, saying that the Phoenix is more broken than the Monk, which is interesting because as a noob, man, my first impressions were like, nah, dude, Monk is where it's at. But it's telling to see so many pros say that, yeah, Phoenix is absolutely broken. Okay, so that's a pretty good breakdown. I think that, dude, I hate to say this, I'm not calling for a nerf here, but like the two-way versatility to your point earlier on the Monk, like the fact that you can activate that and he's just a monster tank while reflecting damage. You had an earlier sequence in this match where he was tanking against a Mega Knight. They had like a Zappy or something alive. There was a flying machine going at him, and he bought you enough time to cycle back to archers and defend like easily, you know, with the ability. So I think that he's probably, I hate to say it, like I don't want to overreact early on, but boy, he feels like he's a super powerful champion, mainly because of that two-way versatility that it brings to the table, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I found that to be a really surprising application. Like, I was just thinking about the reflection, but yeah, it's ridiculous, and I personally am going to overreact. I think it needs to be emergency nerf, as well as the Phoenix.
Oh,
like,
dang.
Right now.
Okay. So, how do you guys feel? How do my loyal, amazing viewers feel about this? You guys are on board with the emergency nerf? I always want to be cognizant. I've been doing this YouTube thing, SK, for freaking almost 9 years. And
Yeah.
I've learned that we talking heads on the YouTube or any content, we tend to overreact early on, you know? So I'm extra cognizant of not doing that. But yeah, man, this feels different to me, you know? I don't know if it feels like Night Witch circa 2016, but it feels like, wow, bro. Dynamically, this card definitely changed the game. It's going to change the game. It has already changed the game, you know, both these cards.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, found it right away.
All right, here we go. So when we're playing a deck like this, when we're playing the Monk in general, what is your advice to my viewers? Are you? I notice that sometimes you cycled them in the back. Is that something that you're comfortable doing?
I like doing it to set up for a defensive sequence. Right here, we might actually be against Monk Phoenix Cycle. Because I've seen this deck going around with Pump, Monk, Phoenix.
Okay.
So we'll have to see. But yeah, I generally, without knowing what they have, I think I'd rather sit on my Monk. He wastes his Monk right there, so I'm going to Expo because it's like a good Expo counter. And there's the Phoenix, unfortunately.
There's the Phoenix. Dude, is Monk Phoenix. This is what the game has.
It is the meta. It literally is. Yeah.
Bro. Oh my god. It's funny, I was going to initially title this video something to the effect of like, Monk Bow is now a thing. But now I'm going to be like, I'm going to focus more on the decks that you're facing and be like, this is now the meta in Clash Royale.
Yeah, like literally, I faced a deck like this, or some variation of it at least, like 3 or 4 times in that GC, and I'm seeing it everywhere on Twitter, like people winning with that. So,
Dude, this is insane, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. In the background here, I'm looking up the GC wins today, and you're right.
Yeah.
It's like it's all freaking just like exactly this deck abusing the 2 cards: Mirror, Pump, Monk, Phoenix.
Yep,
Cycle.
exactly.
But it's working out for you so far.
Yeah, right there, I went with a Monk in front of my Expo to try and predict his own Monk. It didn't work out, so I'm gonna get his tower, but the real question is if I can defend, because he has like a massive elixir lead right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro.
And yeah, the push is gonna start. So the one good thing though, for this deck at least, is that Tesla doesn't get reflected by the Monk. Like, it's kind of weird what counts as projectiles, but
it is weird. So Tesla doesn't.
Yeah, all electricity doesn't basically. So like Tesla zappies. Okay, my fireball just. Yeah, that was a well played reflection on his end.
That was a well played reflection. Okay.
But we should still be fine.
Yeah,
he mirrors the Phoenix up, but he should have done it much sooner. Or maybe he didn't have elixir for it. Okay, that might come back though. Okay, it didn't.
Easy.
So we should be good. Yeah, he's pumping up again. He gives me a fireball on the Phoenix, unfortunately for him.
So guys,
and
watching
this game is pretty much wrapped up.
It's over. For everybody watching the video right now, I'm actually going to put this at the beginning of the vid. Make sure you watch until the 12 win. Like, that is another look at what's become of this meta right now. And you guys, you'll be pretty floored. So it's a third match that I'm going to share with you guys in this video, okay? Just wanted to give my viewers the heads up, bro.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
so yeah,
insane.
GG's, man. I can't believe this though, man. I can't believe this is the game log. Can you? I'm not going to show the entire replay or anything like that, but can you pick another cycle deck that you went against in the GC to share?
Yeah, sure. Let me see if I did.
Okay.
I mean, I lost 2 of them. If you want to see a loss, like just getting destroyed by them.
Throw a loss at it. So we'll watch in quadrupled speed before we get into the replays here.
Yeah, I shared it.
All right. Yeah, man. So I just want to be clear here again, because I'm rearranging the recording a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're calling for an emergency nerf right away. Like, this is enough on both cards. Is that correct?
Do both cards, yes. Okay. I think Phoenix is more OP, but yeah, both cards.
Okay. I really want to hear from you guys, man, because it's weird. I don't know. The reaction that I'm seeing so far on Twitter and Reddit is like, people are kind of hyped that some really good cards are finally added to the game. And then people are also, like, pretty mad at how broken they are. You know? So, yeah. I don't know. It will be interesting to see how they react. Usually they're not super reactive in terms of the team. Like, usually they at least give it a week or 2, which I think is probably the right decision no matter what, you know?
Yeah, just, like, giving it time to settle in. I mean, at the start, there's always going to be hype.
There is always going to be hype. People are always going to overreact, as we already spoke about, you know? But, I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's just... Do you think there's going to be a ton more poison now?
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's the reason... I guess that's part of the reason why this minor poison deck is everywhere. Like, this is probably the best one. Minor
Okay.
Poison, Phoenix Mirror, Monk. Like yeah, I think like
And cycle
if you
cards.
wanted
Yep.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, you could get like someone like Mohammed Light or something if you want to show it, like
Yeah.
countering or abusing the meta.
You guys can let
Yeah,
me know. You want to see Mo playing this thing? You guys can let me know. But yeah, this is like, it's crazy right now when you look at what's going on in terms
yeah,
of
for sure.
in terms of these decks out there. So I mean, this is insane. You'll break down some matchups and how to beat matchups like this as well. You'll break that down later on in the video. But yeah, I just wanted to show another example of what has happened this morning after the update. Monk, Phoenix, Cycle, Mirror, everywhere. It's insane.
Yeah, literally everywhere.
It is insane. And in a matchup like this, you just give the good game because you can't really do much in this one, right?
No, like it's over. Monk just destroys the Expo, but then he also has guaranteed damage on my tower with the miners.
Yeah.
At least like the other decks I could defend.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the replays, man.
I know a lot of people hate Expo, right? So a lot of people probably don't care, but in the Expo community, we were quite upset because Monk just hard counters Expo itself. Like,
Yes.
Monk's ability just makes an Expo destroy itself, which is quite ridiculous. So, number one, I've been going against all these Monk decks, and so playing Expo with Monk is very interesting. But number two, the reason I wanted to show this is because I kind of got screwed right at the start. Like, I got my tower down to like 400 HP on the first push, and it was just an amazing comeback. Like, I was at a loss for words. I was recording this live, making a video of it, so...
Okay,
yeah.
man. I love it. I love it. So we're watching from Jacob's point of view here. I'm at 257. Let's go ahead and unpause in
Okay, let me get into it. 1 second. All right.
All right. I'm at 257. I'm going to unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So, man,
Okay.
what, like, before you walk us through everything here, tell me, is the Monk being added to the game overall help or hurt your deck, do you feel like? You know, because obviously it's a counter, but it's also amazing in your deck.
I would say overall hurt, for sure, because
Okay.
if you're going against Monk every single game, it's obviously going to be a net hurt.
Yeah. And look at this
and-
push, starting
yeah.
things out here.
Yeah,
Like, look what you're going
like,
against, dude.
This is what Phoenix has done. Like, this is what people are playing with Phoenix right now. This is what I've seen many games in this GC.
Oh, my
And-
God. Oh, my God.
So I try
right.
my best to defend, right? But then, like, this is the Phoenix. Like,
Dude.
make it stop. Yeah.
Okay, so
that
as an
was-
Expo
that was
player, that's the
tragic, so-
last way you want to start a match, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And we talked about it before, the using Monk to stall. I actually noticed when I looked back at this, I didn't do that on that push. So my Monk just kind of died. And I'm maybe thinking, maybe if I did activate the ability, it would have been so much better.
That's true.
Because right here, I'm thinking, okay, it went wrong last time, what can I do differently? And then I realized I should activate the ability to maybe stall and try and defend against these Phoenixes, and this push gets defended much easier with just that one change. Like, it's pretty much the same thing, but you can see I use the ability there.
Okay.
And there's no projectile deflection, but it helps me stall out for long enough.
Yeah, to
the
get back
point
to
where
a fireball, and your Tesla and your archers are healthy, etc., etc.
Yeah, so, like, considering that it's meant to deflect, the fact that you can just use the ability for that is so strong, honestly. It's so strong.
Because it's really, in a way, maybe I'm overstating it a little bit, but, like, it's actually getting you elixir, in a way, right? Because it's just buying you so much time where he's tanking that you're able to cycle and recoup elixir to actually defend after his ability goes down. Is that the way you feel about it as well? And here we go.
I feel like it, yeah.
Monk action on your Expo right now. Ouch.
It's tragic. And Phoenix as well. Like, Phoenix as well is just so hard to deal with on your Expo.
Yeah.
So these two cards are definitely going to make it really hard. And right there, Phoenix respawns.
So-
Kind of annoying as well, but
At this point
basically
in the
the name
match,
of the game.
do you think that you're toast?
I do, yeah. I remember I was saying, like, when I was recording the video, I was like, okay, I think we already lost. And I was actually kind of upset because, like, just getting destroyed by Eagleum in the first 40 seconds does not feel good.
No.
But I'm still trying my best, and I
Yeah.
realized that he actually doesn't have any spells, except for, like, any tower damaging spells.
Yes.
And right here, look at this. The Monk actually reflects the Monk's reflection. Like, that's Tongue Twister.
That is some meta-ish right there.
It's like the biggest revelation. Like, there's the fact
Monk reflects
that,
the Monk.
like, because I thought Expo was screwed, right? I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently
I
you
didn't know it
can
was a
do
thing
that.
until right this very second, dude.
Yeah, actually,
know?
like someone at Royal API SML, he made a tweet saying, "I wonder if you can use a monk." Oh no, I wonder if you can use a knight to deflect a monk's deflection. Didn't work, but a monk
yeah,
can
yeah.
do it. So.
Well, that is pretty cool. That's a saving grace for you, especially in this matchup. So now,
Yeah.
oh my God, this guy's relentless with the E-Golem spam everywhere.
Yeah, he really is.
He does get to
But
the
this
tower,
is my comeback
but
time.
barely. And you're getting so much elixir now. He's got to be scared here. You have your
Yeah, I
monk at
dropped
the
the
ready.
monk.
Yep.
I counter his reflection, and I fireball. Notice how it also counters his reflected fireball. So my fireball doesn't go to waste. It actually
That
kills
is
his Phoenix.
true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here is where I finally get some sort of breakthrough.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. So, hey,
6 archers on the map, I think.
right?
Or maybe 4, yeah.
So wait, when you're trying to, when you get that nice lock there, when you're trying to monk the monk, right? When you're trying to monk his monk, do you want to wait till he uses his ability, or when you think he's going to use his ability? When are you using your ability, essentially?
Honestly, like, this is my first time playing with the card, so I just put it down and press the ability.
Yeah.
But I think you can assume that they're just going to activate it as early as possible to start taking your expo out.
And on that
So-
last sequence, I saw that, like, he basically caused the monk's ability to reflect away from the expo mid already target. Was that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
Right here, he
basically...
has 3 phoenixes down.
Oh my God, dude. I
They
can't
are
believe I
ridiculous.
can't believe you haven't lost this. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm holding on for dear life.
You
And then I
really
start
are.
realizing, like, here I was like, wait, what if I fireball his tower twice? And then I just started it, and I was like, wait, there's no way, right? There's no actual way this is gonna get a win, right?
Oh
and then,
my God. Look at all those archers. Ah!
yeah, and then I was like, oh my god, like, 20 HP.
Oh my God. You give the wow. He gives the
Yeah, he gives the well played.
You give the good
21
game, a
HP.
consummate,
That
good
comeback.
sport. Dude, that was insane, man. Usually I don't get super pumped for replays versus live battles, but that was insane. All right, well, hey, man, that was a heck of a match, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on, SK. Again, I want to give a massive shout out to your YouTube channel. I have that, your Twitter account, everything linked in the show notes below, guys. Gives SK some love. Legendary Pop, thanks again, brother. Always a pleasure having you on, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on the channel, Ash, and let's hope that they find a way to address this issue soon. Or maybe not. It's some people probably find it really fun.
I find it refreshing. I'm not going to lie, man. That's the weird thing about it, but I hear the frustration at the same time. Thanks again, brother, and we'll see what happens. We'll have you on to react to whatever that is. Thank you for taking the time out.
All right, thank you so much again.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Big shout out to Stats Royale, where you can see SK's player stats and profile as well. You can track him throughout the season, throughout his challenge runs. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and as always, take care, guys.